everybody here, and welcome back to another video. Man, just the craziest stuff is happening in the market right now. I had to hop on and talk about the oil chart because the oil chart, I think, is one of the most interesting charts of them all, because the oil chart here that I have on my screen, it is looking a lot like how silver did. And people are saying, you know, oh my goodness, it's crazy. Like oil's gonna go to like 150. I saw projections of $250 on Instagram earlier. And I'm saying, no way. I'm not seeing it in the charts. I don't see it whatsoever. And there's two bearish signals that are on the chart right now. Let's dive into the chart because I think a lot of people have been seeing this topping tail. And I don't know if people are really paying attention to this, or it's just like the trading group and the trading community that have been talking about this topping tail on oil for a little bit of time. I think it's Gareth Soloway online. If you watch his YouTube channel, I think he's been like the most popular proponent of this topping tail, and I definitely see it on the chart. There's no denying that the levels are the levels, and we've been following this channel upward. If you know what a topping tail is, then this is a topping indicator. And then just like on silver, if I go over to the silver chart, you can see we had this massive topping tail right here. Then the crash. With oil, you're seeing the topping tail actually. The topping tail is the crash right there. So there was no chance to like get out of oil back then like on silver, but the same pattern is actually playing out on silver right now as well. So let me take a look at this silver chart. Also, I mean, a lot of people are familiar with this. We have a topping tail. We have a bear flag, which trades upward and slopes like sideways. And then you get the eventual breakdown. Now, silver came up about halfway from the crash, while oil has pretty much come up all the way to the top of that topping tail. But the thing that is kind of crazy, and the thing that people don't understand, is when you reach the top here, like this is massive resistance. And there are two indicators that I'll talk about here in a sec that are telling me that actually the top is probably in for oil. One is going to be the long-legged doji. This is this candle that formed yesterday on the oil chart. And this candle that we're getting here today is an even more bearish signal that oil is probably topping out, because you're getting another topping tail right here on the price of oil. Meanwhile, you know, the news and like headlines are all saying like $150 oil is coming, $250 oil is going to be like the next play. I don't think so at all, and I'm not seeing that in the chart. In fact, that long-legged doji, this is a candle that essentially ends the day slightly negative or slightly even positive. It could do either or, but most of the time it's negative, and then pretty much lands halfway in between where the high was and where the low is. That's exactly what we see play out yesterday on the chart of oil. And then today, what I was looking for is a spike above, and then a close above the doji would essentially negate that doji, the long-legged doji kind of candle. But what I was essentially betting on this morning was that the top would form above the doji and then just start to collapse down. And look at this. This is 2:25 p.m. This is why I just wanted to jump on and make this quick video, is because we have seen a total collapse in oil today. Despite all these crazy headlines, like Donald Trump, I think, is now threatening to freaking like kill off the whole Iranian population. This is just absolutely insane. And this is the reason why people are saying that oil is going to go to like $150 or $250. But big money is coming into the oil market and shorting this downward. ever since the morning, really, the morning opened up really high. It was up 4.5% on the day, essentially as Donald Trump just made that post on Truth Social, threatening like the entire Iranian population. Ever since that moment, oil has been actually coming down, which is kind of strange. You'd think like the reason why people are talking about $150 a barrel of oil is because there's risk of higher conflict and destroying the oil like the reserves over in Iran and oil producing kind of areas of Iran. All of this, it's pretty much bullshit. I think it's you just got to look at the charts, ignore the headlines, but the charts are actually saying that we have a doji, a trend reversal candle, and now what we're actually putting in, and this is getting lower and lower as I sit here and make this video. We're actually getting a negative signal on oil. This is another topping tail. We're actually about to go negative on the day here, which is pretty unbelievable, despite all this news. But you just got to pay attention to the levels and what the chart is actually saying. I was saying, I posted this morning, and I said a close no longer high, no higher than the doji, which is right at the top, like right at $115. That would leave the doji in play, and then that would signal that the next current move over the span of maybe it's about a week or maybe even 2 weeks, we're probably going to move closer to $102 rather than break above and go to like something like 150. I think this is a total psycho from like the headlines are just getting people all riled up. But if you looked at the data and if you looked at the charts, and if you understand that, okay, there's a topping tail in play right here, we essentially can't be bearish on, or we can't be bullish on oil unless we close above 119 and actually confirm that move aboveward. So what you need to do is essentially close above 119, and then the next day you need to close above wherever that previous candle was. Until then, I'm short actually oil, and I maintain that position right now. And I've maintained that position since yesterday when I saw that doji candle come in. I was like, we're right near the top of this channel that we're trading in, and also right near the top of that topping tail as well. There's just, I was thinking to myself, playing this out in my head, if we dip lower, what that's going to do is essentially going to be like a magnet down to $102 per barrel. And I actually think we're probably going to move closer to the bottom of this channel here, which would be about 14% down from where we are right at this moment in time. And this is going to change very quickly because who knows what the heck's going to happen at like 8 o'clock tonight, or like Donald Trump was saying, like 8 p.m. is like the deadline for Iran. And I mean, this all could be negated tomorrow, essentially. But I just wanted to come on and make this video. And as of right now, if you just look at the chart, the chart on oil is bearish. And this chart reminds me exactly of the silver chart. Everybody was bullish right at the top right here. We had the topping tail put in play. We didn't get the close above that topping tail. What happened? Well, the price of silver just got absolutely smacked. And meanwhile, people are extremely bearish on silver. And I'm actually saying, I'm actually quite long silver right now in a smaller trading position. I'm long silver, and I think if oil actually collapses, then we're going to get that pop, probably about a 12% move to the upside on silver. So I took a leveraged long position in silver alongside a short position in oil. And if oil drops, it's going to send everything else absolutely flying, especially if we drop like 9% in a single day. We're going to get a huge relief rally in the S&P 500, in things like uranium, silver, probably gold is going to pop a little bit as well. Oh my goodness. And people are so bearish on the overall, conflict in Iran and stuff like that, they're thinking like, oh my gosh, oil's gonna go absolutely nuts. But if you look at the charts, if you analyze what's actually happening right now, it's the exact opposite. And I think this is the stuff that big money just absolutely loves to do. They love to fake people out. Right at the morning, you see that big break above the doji, and then now where are we right now? We're 0.6% up on oil on the day. But meanwhile, this morning it was like, oh my God, oil is going to run to like $150 like tomorrow or something like that. All headline news, fake out, big money getting long, and then immediately shorting into the day. You could see it as plain as day on the oil chart. And that's why I think oil is not going to $150. It's not going to $250. I don't think that's going to happen as of right now. Now, I could change my mind if we close above 119 and actually confirm. Then, of course, okay, then there's actually quite a decent chance we're probably going to go to somewhere closer to 140 or so. But man, this has just been crazy action in the market, in the oil market. But this chart still looks a lot like silver to me. And I think actually what people should be doing is taking the opposite trade. I'm actually doing this myself. I am short oil, long silver, and a while back everybody was long silver and short oil when we were back here. Like it was just like the absolute opposite is playing out right now. And I think people need to check what's actually happening in the charts and not get sucked into these headlines here, because I mean, this chart is it's just unbelievable. And like I said, I have these two candles playing out here right now. And it's like, all is fine if you just look at what is actually happening in the chart here. Meanwhile, people are reading headlines and just absolutely freaking out. So I wanted to make this quick video. I have a current price target on oil of $102. I'm sticking to it until we break above 119 on the oil chart. And if we do break down to 102 on oil, then I think you got to go extremely long on the other assets out there in the market right now. I think people are way too bearish and way too unsure. I think a lot of people are sitting on the sidelines waiting for oil to drop, and then they're going to go along the overall other assets just in general as well. Absolutely madness movements happening. We'll see what happens tomorrow, and maybe I'll make another video update then. But that's my current thinking on oil. And if you like this video, then leave me a like down below. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we'll see you in the next one. My goodness.